Guys, we're gonna do a video a little bit different on this channel today. It is Friday when you're watching this. I know Friday's usually either a vlog or some kind of review or something. I did not film when I went out this past weekend. I usually go out each weekend, and that's what I film for like the next following week. Like that's what I film. I film it to post it for the following week. But last weekend, what did me and Joe do? We definitely went out, but it just didn't feel vlog worthy. Actually, we didn't go out. Well, we had a birthday party, but it was a family birthday party, and you know, I just don't feel comfortable filming that. So that's why I don't have a vlog. I did redo my living room. It's not done yet though. But I was thinking about doing like a part 1, part 2. So part 1 might be next week's video if you guys want to keep an eye out for that. Still have to edit the video and things. But there's a video I've been meaning to do for like a month now. And it is, I don't even remember the name of it. Probably should have looked that up. Charmaine did this video a month ago. And it was something about middle of the year or halfway through the year book style video. It was like book questions of what you thought of what you've read so far. And I loved the concept. I loved the questions. I watched her whole video and I asked her to send me the questions and she sent them to me. But like I've been telling you guys, I have tons of pre-filmed content that I've been needing to use. But because Fridays, Saturday, and Sundays videos are like specialty videos, you know, like I said, Friday's usually vlogs, Saturday's usually my outfits of the week, Sunday's usually self-care Sunday, Thursday's book club. I haven't been able to do this video because those videos have specific content, but we're going to use it in place of today. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I know some of you love the book related things. You guys know I love to read. Here we are with my bookshelves behind me. So the first one is the best book you've read so far in 2023. And it is definitely, it's literally right here and behind me. One of Us is Lying and One of Us is Next. I don't even think I could pick a favorite of the two. I want to say I love the whole series, but the third book actually comes out today. It might be today. I know it was end of July, but I remember someone talking about saying, oh, I'm picking it up on Friday. I'm going to look that up. But yes, that is definitely the best book I have read so far in the year of 2023, which I guess kind of leads into the second question, because the second question is best sequel you've read so far in 2023. So let's say the first one is One of Us is Lying, and the second one is One of Us is Next. And I normally don't love sequels as much as I love a first book. You know, that's how it usually goes, whether it's books or movies. But this one, I can truly say I loved the sequel just as much. I think because it was different, it doesn't follow the same characters. But it's like one of the characters is the same. It's the sister of the main character in the first movie. So I think because of that, because it's a different set of characters, it's like just as intriguing, but you still get snippets of what's going on with the characters from the first book. It's just really well done. She's an amazing author. I can't even think, it's not, oh, it's Karen M. McManus. That's it. That's right. And I have been loving her books. She has books that are standalone too, that are like murder mystery twist books like those. I definitely plan on reading some of them. I have some right behind me. I have a whole Karen McManus section behind me. All right, number 3, new release you haven't read yet but want to. There you go. Like my answer for number 1 covered 1, 2, and 3. The third one, the new release, would be One of Us is Back. That is the name of the third one, and I'm literally gonna look it up the second I get off this video, like get off this camera. Number 4, most anticipated release for the second half of the year. I'm trying to think what is coming out. I can't think of anything specifically. There's just certain authors, the second one of their books come out, I want to read it. Happy Place by Emily Henry, I purchased like right when it came out. I was so happy to read it. I loved it. Also, Christina Lauren is another one. True Love Experiment just came out. Joe got it for me not that long ago. And the one before it was Soulmate Equation, or am I mixing up the two? And Soulmate Equation was the new release. I'm not 100% sure. But those are the kind of authors that I would literally like purchase anything. I know last year for Christmas, Julie Murphy released Merry Little Meet Cute. I'm hoping she releases another like holiday themed book again, because I would definitely pick it up. Was it Christina Lauren? Yes, Christina Lauren wrote In a Holidays, which I have up here with Soulmate Equation. So I don't know if she's going to release like another holiday read, but those are the type of authors, type of books. If something was released by them the second half of the year, I would be all over it. Number 5, biggest disappointment. All right, so I think this is definitely going to, I put it on that bookshelf, so I can't show you guys. That bookshelf is harder to get to. My big, cozy, comfy chair is like right here on the side of me, and that bookshelf is kind of like behind the chair. I have like this, I'm going to do a, I'm doing a makeover on my entryway too, so I will show a video of that eventually. But there's kind of like a piece of this wall that kind of like insets, is that the right word? So it's like perfect for a bookshelf to go into. And those is where I usually put books that either I've already read or I wasn't a fan of. I'm probably thinking about unloading some of those and putting them in like a free little library or something, or just donating them. But that is where the book is. And it actually was a book club book. And I think this is going, I know people who love this book and I know people who hated it. So this might be an unpopular opinion. But I'm going to say The Silent Patient. That is like the second book we read for book club this year, because we read a holiday book in January. I want to say it was February's book, and it wasn't that I disliked it. I just expected more, because I did a whole review. I can link it down below if you don't watch it, if you didn't read the book yet, because it does have spoilers. And I mentioned in there how I did like the book, but I wasn't as, like, shocked by it as some people were. It's not that I saw it coming. It just was like, oh, that's it. I just thought there was going to be more to it. So I think disappointing is a good word for that. It's not that I disliked the book. I was just disappointed by the book, you know? Number 6, biggest surprise. Well, one of us is, I don't want to use the same book twice, but One of Us is next. The ending shocked me. So, and when I think of surprise, that's what I think. I think of shock. Like, it was an ending I never, ever saw coming. It was so good. So definitely consider reading that if you have not read that yet. I also was really impressed, honestly, with The Happy Place. Sometimes I don't like to rave about books, because then it's like people get really high expectations. Like, I specifically know a YouTuber who she had such high expectations of The Happy Place, and then she read it, and actually she said it was a 7 out of 10 for her. And I think that's what happened with me with The Silent Patient. It was so highly reviewed that I expected so much more out of it. And I don't know, it could have just been where I was mentally when I read The Happy Place, but I read The Happy Place the day after my grandmother passed away. I really wanted just a romantic fluff novel, and I had just picked up The Happy Place at Target. It was just like perfect timing, and I read it. And the thing is it wasn't a fluff novel. This it wasn't like just a romance read. You know, there was moments where it was very touching, very like eye-opening. I think Emily Henry is a really good author. And it was just, I would say that's probably why it surprised me. It's not that I didn't think I was going to like it. I just thought I was going to be like I said, a romantic fluff piece. But there was a lot more to this than I thought there was going to be. So I guess it depends on what you mean by surprise. You know, One of Us is next is shocking. Maybe that's a better word. But Happy Place surprised me in how, like I said, it's not that I didn't expect it to be good, but it surprised me on how in-depth this book actually went into. Number 7, fave new author. So The Happy Place is actually my first Emily Henry book. I do have Beach Read and Book Lovers over here behind me that I have not read yet. So she's not like, I've heard of her, but she is, I don't know if new to me is the right wording for that, but it is the first time I have read one of her books. So technically that is new to me. I have heard the name before, but her as an author, like actually reading her writing style, was new to me. And I really, really, truly enjoyed it. It made me want to read Book Lovers and Beach Read even more. I'm off the last 3 weeks of August, and that is like the first 2 on my list, because I really, really enjoyed The Happy Place. Number 8, newest fictional crush. I honestly don't get like crushes like that. I know I see like, because I have Bookstagram and I see like all over people will be like, oh, you're my new book boyfriend. Like, I don't imagine them like that. I know it's not like a real, obviously, but like I would probably say it's the male character in The Happy Place. I don't even remember his name because I read this so quickly in like 2 days. I could definitely tell you like the plot line, what the book is about, and obviously like I remember things like that. But literally the names of the character, Win. I remember it being something like very different. W-Y-N, Win. I loved his character. Like I said, it goes into way more than you think it's going to go into. And you could tell, like, the true love he had for the main female character in here, even though they were going through things. So I guess if I had to pick one, it would be Win. Let's see. Number 9, newest favorite character. I would probably do Maeve and Knox. They were, and Phoebe. I loved One of Us Is Next. That's actually One of Us Is Lying. I'm sorry. One of Us Is Next is Browen, and I love those characters as well. But I don't know. One of Us is, which is from One of Us Is Lying. One of Us Is Next. I think because it's a sequel and I loved it that much, it makes me almost more impressed. Because like I said, it is very hard to do a good sequel and to like a sequel more. And I loved Maeve, if I'm saying her name correctly. Let's see, that book you can tell I really loved. Because I even remember the characters and I read that forever ago. But I loved Maeve and Knox and Phoebe. Those will probably be like my favorite characters. Yeah, because I was about to say somebody else, but that was a book I read in 2022. Certain books, things, they just stick out to you. So like Happy Place, it's not so much about the characters, it's the storyline. With One of Us Is Next, One of Us Is Lying, it's the characters, the storyline, it's everything. Plus you gotta remember it was 2 books, so it's easier to remember details like that versus just one book when I read and when I was in a really bad place. Number 10, books that made you cry. So I read this in 2022, but I also read it in 2023. So I'm going to count it. And it was The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. We just finished reading it for book club. I cried the first time. And guys, I did not expect to cry the second time. I already knew what happened, you know, but I reread it for book club and I did cry. I didn't cry as much as the first time, but I did cry. I broke a few tears. I love The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. It was my favorite book of 2022. I just did a book review for it yesterday. So if I remember, I will link that down below. So it'll be the book review for The Silent Patient and the book review for The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Again, do not watch unless you want spoilers or you already read the book. A book that made you happy. Happy Place. One, it's in the title. But it really did. Like, I think like I said, I think it all because it's this book, I'm always going to connect it to my grandmother because it was just perfect timing. It was what I really needed that weekend. I really needed to get out of my own head. And my grandmother died on May 30th. I picked up this book June 1st. And I literally finished, I think, like June 3rd. Like, it was either 2 or 3 days. And it made me happy. It truly did. Number 12, favorite book to film adaptation that you've seen this year. It's going to be One of Us Is Next, One of Us Is Lying. They made it into well, it wasn't Netflix. Amazon Prime series, I'm pretty sure. I will say they definitely took liberties. It's definitely not the same, but I did enjoy it. And I will say, I haven't watched it yet, but The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo is being turned into I think it's a movie, not a series. Could be wrong. Either way, I'm happy. And it's going to be on Netflix. So that hasn't come out yet, so I can't say I liked it. But I just want to throw that out there in case anyone's read the book and did not know that. But yes, favorite book to film adoption I've seen this year is definitely the One of Us Is Lying, One of Us Is Next. I think the series is called One of Us Is Lying. It's 2 seasons, and it does incorporate both books. But like I said, they definitely take a lot of liberties. Number 13. Most beautiful book you've bought or been gifted. Is it bad if I say The Happy Place again? I just love the bright pink. And I don't know if it's because the Barbie movie just came out. No, it's not, because I've been attracted to pink even before that. I bought a pink bikini in May knowing I was going to wear it this summer, and I have been obsessed with it. And I actually took a really cute photo with it today, and I made a cute little reel that's going to be over on my Instagram today and tomorrow. Today or tomorrow, one of those days. So if you want, I always link my Instagram down below if you want to check it out. So pink has always screamed to me, but I feel like since Barbie, it's been screaming out to me even more. And I just love the bright pink. You guys know I love summer. This is definitely summer vibes. You got a sunset, you got the ocean, you got the swim floaties. I love the cover of this book. I also love like cartoony book covers, which this definitely has that. I know that that turns off some people, because I've seen that in like book reviews, but I love them. Like, I love cartoony animated characters. I have some on the other side of me, and I am someone that unfortunately does judge a book by its cover, but I literally have like, these are like, I love covers like this, just like the cartoony cover characters in general. But if I had to pick one, I know I feel like I'm picking the same books over and over again, but it would probably be The Happy Place. Although I treated myself to the special edition of It Ends With Us. This book I did not have to purchase because I actually borrowed it from my sister-in-law. And I love when I can borrow books. You know, it just helps save me money. But I love the book so much, I was like, I do kind of want to own it because I can see myself rereading in the future. Especially because they're making a movie with this as well. And I'm like, oh, I would love to like reread it before the movie comes out and stuff like that. But then I said, oh, Tay, you don't need another book. But then I went to Target. I actually bought this the same day I got The Happy Place. And it was 30% off. And then it was buy one book, get one. Was it free or half off? Half off, I think. And I said, oh, it's the special edition. It's the perfect excuse for me to buy it. So this is the exclusive collector's edition. And I do find this cover very beautiful. Like, even the dust jacket off, it is very pretty. The inside is very pretty. I am super happy to have this to my collection. So yeah, that is definitely some of the pretty covers. Let's see what else we got here. 14. And oh, this is actually the last one. What books do you need to read by the end of the year? All the books behind me. No, there's no way that's gonna happen. But 90% of these behind me I have not read. Like I said, majority of the ones I have read I put in this bookshelf. But there are some exceptions, like The Happy Place, because it is such a cute book to me. It brings me joy. I like the really pretty pink color. I keep it on this shelf. I've also read In a Holidays, but I kind of just have like a whole Christina Lauren section over here, so I kept that over here. But yeah, most of what is behind me is books I have to read. Do I plan on finishing by the end of the year? No, but I will pick a book one at a time and get it done. So yes, I wanted to just shout out Charmaine. I will be linking her down below. I will link that direct video because, like I said, she did post it back in June, I'm pretty sure, or maybe it was like right at the beginning of July. So you guys would kind of have to scroll because she does post every day. She actually just posted a video today saying she was gonna not start posting every day, but up until this point, she has been posting every day. Oh, it's the mid-year book freakout. That's what it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. That was just a little bit of the books I've been reading and enjoying up until this point. I should probably, actually, you know what? Let's count really quickly how many books I have read this year. I have been keeping up like a list on my phone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And I'm about to be done with my 17th and start my 18th. Because I got to start the book club for August, which I'll probably be starting either tomorrow or a day after. I just like to do one book at a time. So I'm going to finish the book I'm on now, which, like I said, I should be done tomorrow or the day after, the latest. So 17 books, and we are 6 months into the year, 6 or 7. So that's not bad because my goal was 2 books a month, and I have definitely surpassed that. Charmaine's doing amazing over there. She reads like 7, 8 books a month. She has talked about becoming more of a book channel. So if you are watching this and you love books, definitely check out Charmaine, because that is more what her channel is going to be about. I have thought about doing more book content. That's why I'm doing this video. I have thought about sitting down and doing more book review sort of videos. One of my Friday videos is definitely going to be a bookshelf tour. I did a small reel. It was just like, you know, me showing my bookshelves. But for YouTube, I actually want to break down, like, I'm going to tell you guys, like, I have one whole shelf that's all Dollar Tree books. I know that's like, people are like, what? Dollar Tree? But it's true. And I'm actually going to point out, like, where I got, like, the decor and, you know, just go into more specifics of the bookshelf versus, like, you know, that quick 30-second reel. There are things on this bookshelf that are near and dear to my heart. I have, like, a keepsake for my grandmother. I have little, like, I know I have like a little frame picture of me and my brother here that came from my grandmother's house. Even right here on camera, where is it? Right here. It's kind of hidden by the books, but that is a little keepsake from an aunt that passed away. So yeah, I will do that one of these days. So I definitely plan on having some book content as well outside of book club. Every Thursday is a book club video, so automatically I have some book related videos, but I definitely want to incorporate them more because reading has been huge for me. Like I said, this book came at the perfect time. Reading is definitely part of self-care for me. You guys let me know if it's the same for you, what your favorite book of the year has been. Answer any of these questions down below if it would interest you. If I remember, I will put the questions in the description box. But that is it for this video, guys. Like I said, I do book club every Thursday. It's usually reviews or vlogs on Friday, but not always. Like, this is a Friday video. Saturday is outfits of the week. Sunday is self-care Sunday. Monday and Tuesdays are unboxings and hauls. And Wednesday is What Up Wednesday. So like I said, I do post 7 days a week. If any of that interests you, definitely consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell so you're notified next time I upload. That is it for this video, guys. Be safe.